Welcome to the ISP show, Sahil Rahi. I'm just going to go right into it. We, of course, are covering the UEFA European World Cup qualifiers. A lot of matches happened, Rahi, today. We'll touch on a few of them, maybe just like some results we saw. We got to talk majority of this video about the match to watch, which we talked about, which was, of course, Norway, Italy. And what did I promise, Rahi? What did I promise to the Norwegian fans out there?
You said if they got the victory in this game, you would be wearing their colors, their shirt. You are, my friend. You're a man of your word. You predicted the Norway victory. I didn't. But no Norwegian fan, no matter how optimistic they were, could have predicted this result. So, wow.
That was incredible. Where do we even want to start for this? There was so many things to start. We'll get to our boy Nusa, who's he's a superstar.
The boy is a star.
Yeah.
And day
Should
after,
we start there?
Let's start there with.
Okay.
We talked. I said he's back. I was excited about him being back. Boy, he is back. A day after we got to watch Yamal go against Due, these two young stars, we forgot about this kid. What a goal, man. Cutting in, he was in and around everything the good they did, but wow, what a banger against arguably the best goalie in the world right now, Sa.
That was such an incredible goal, and he created the first goal. He was a man on a mission, to be honest. And that second goal, like when you say golazo, as soon as it left his foot, it's like flying with like 100 miles per hour into the net, and Donnarumma, no chance.
Incredible performance from Nusa. Incredible performance from all those front three, right? We talked Haaland again, a good game, getting a big goal. Alexander Sørloth with the huge performance, getting the first goal. Those front three, deadly, Sa.
Yeah, and Odegaard had, as they say in Spanish, partidazo. He had a fantastic match. It was
excellent. I mean, that ball to Haaland for the third goal. And then the guy that also I was really excited about, Sander Berg, in and around everything, cutting everything off. So solid, so good in front of that back line. For me, was the key to the game going in, was the key performance, was the reason this was so comfortable for Norway.
And that's the thing. There was some comments from the video. People were making comments saying like, oh, you guys are equating Norway to some superpower team. We've been watching this team for a while, right? And we've seen elements of this. And usually what happens when teams start developing and become better, it's a slow buildup. We saw this with Croatia. We've seen this with other teams. So a few years back, you start to see elements, right?
Yeah.
And then finally, for those of us who are very sort of in tune with the world of football, right? Just from watching a lot of football, you pick up on little things. And I've seen this team over time, and I'm saying, you know what? This is a team when it all comes together, they could be a fantastic team. And this is one of the performances that we saw today.
And tactically, they got it right. On the other side, Spalletti, maybe this is his last game for Italy or one of his last games, but the manager for Norway got it right, made the right subs at the right time, Sa, as well.
Yes. Solbakken was fantastic in this match. And, we'll talk a little bit about Italy in a second, right? We have some Italian fans out there too, where, this is not a game you want to remember in any capacity. But I think just from the crowd to the tactics, you saw the way the players too, how hard they fought in this match. It was raining, the conditions were bad, and or I guess maybe it's like that in Norway a lot, like
all the time.
all the time. So, but there was rain going down, but you saw every player was putting in that extra effort. And we wanted to mention one other player is the Dortmund player Ryerson, right?
Yeah, Julian Ryerson was absolutely fantastic. And the reason, exactly the tone, I think, is what you talk about. The way he played, he's got the pink hair, right? But he came out so aggressive, pushing for everything, right? And that intensity, he set the intensity in certain ways. And that, of course, you saw it from Nusa as well. But the whole team had this energy, had this buzz around them that, to be honest, you feel for Italy. They were never in this game. They got completely overrun from the opening whistle.
100%. And that's the thing that happened in this particular match, right? You came out and you're saying, okay, what's going to happen? And Antonio Nusa creates the first goal, fantastic finish from Sørloth. And after that, it was just, the game was in that period of time. I felt Norway pulled back a little bit after that first goal. Then as soon as Antonio Nusa with that second goal, then it was game over.
I mean, I think Italy didn't have their first shot on target until the 89th minute in the game. So it tells you how dominant a performance this was from Norway. And exactly to what you said earlier, we didn't expect them to win like this, but we knew this team was coming. And they maybe announced themselves even earlier than we expected, Saab, because it's early, but they already have one foot in the World Cup.
Yeah, it's a fantastic statement match, right? If you think about it. Now, the one thing for Norway is they cannot go to Estonia and come out with a performance that's anything less than this, because you can't slip up.
But see, the thing is, now I don't expect it, right? The way this team is trending, the players they have, and now you get a performance that's so complete.
Yeah,
I wouldn't expect inconsistency. If it happens, not good, shocking. But for me, I feel they've ascended, right, to a new level. And we're watching this team now, having taken the next step. Gonna be fun to watch.
Going to be fun to watch. All right, quickly on Italy. We just want to talk quickly about Italy. Yeah. So, like you said, is it Spalletti's last game? There was I think Norway in this match, I want to say that it was Norway's dominance in the way Norway played more so than Italy playing like very badly. But, there was some spots for Italy that obviously they need to improve big time.
Yeah. I mean, look, after Inter losing the Champions League final the way they did, Barella in this game also not great. I thought for me, it's less important a game for the Italians, right? Because they'll be fine. They'll find their way into the World Cup, even though they didn't qualify for the past two. I think they'll be fine. But they maybe need this wake-up call earlier in the process, right? Because if Spalletti's not the guy, now this is coming off of Euros, right? Where he gets completely dismantled by a Swiss team. So now you have two dismantlings from two Northern European teams. For me, it's a little bit dicey now. And now might be the time to make a change for Italy. They have the players still to be fine and make the World Cup, but maybe they needed this wake-up call.
Yeah, and I think we'll see now what happens with Italy. And I think there was still he was playing around with some of the players, and you saw at the end he brought a couple guys and was trying to figure it all out, and nothing was really making sense. But by that time, Antonio Nusa had already taken the match away from them. But I want to talk just again, like one quick minute on this star, because this performance, and we've seen how good this I guess we could call him a kid, or he's developing much quicker than I think anyone figured. But this guy's a star. This guy's a star.
And you wanted this big moment for him, right? He's done so much good for this team. He scored big goals for Norway, but to score a goal this good against this good an opponent at home in such a crucial World Cup qualifier, this for me is the time he announces himself on the world stage, right? We all know how good a player he is for his club. We all know what he's done for Norway, and we've seen the way he's able to wriggle in and out of challenges to be constantly going down the wing with the motor that never stops. But now he's got that incredible finish to go along with it. So creating the first goal, scoring the second goal in incredible fashion, for me, you have to start paying attention to this kid, not only if you're Norwegian, not only if you're European, but if you're a fan of the global sport. Look out for this kid.
100%. So congratulations again to Norway on this particular day. The day belongs to them. There were some other good performances. Macedonia, getting the equalizer against Belgium. Wales with the dominant victory at home.
Croatia put 7 against Gibraltar.
Croatia put 7 against Gibraltar, yes. But there was a reason that wasn't our match to watch for the rest. So we'll see. And Israel got a victory against Estonia, so that keeps this group in flow, right? And then puts a little bit more pressure on Italy, right? To make sure the next match they're able to get it done, as well as the Norwegian. So all you fans out there, Italian fans, Norwegian fans, let us know your thoughts in the comments. Rahi, final thoughts before we finish up here. I'm sure there was a lot of celebrating happening in Oslo.
Yeah, one word for Czechia, big victory for them as well in a tough game. I think it's a good victory for them. But let's say it now. We've been talking about this Norwegian team for a while. They needed a statement moment. Boy, this was an announcement to Europe. We are here. We are a force to be reckoned with. They're already, in my opinion, on their way to the US, Mexico, and Canada.
For all you out there enjoying these videos, please subscribe to the channel. We will be back after the next round of matches in a few days For now, though, as I promised Norwegian fans, we have to wear your colors today. The day belongs to you. Day belongs to you. Keep watching the beautiful game.